Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario. So we're on the hunt for the Dry Dry Ruins. As you can see, the little pulse stone icon is above our head and flashing very slowly. So basically, the easiest way to find this is to just basically go up, and then left, go up, and then left. And that's pretty much the quickest, easiest way to do this. You'll also be able to avoid most of the enemies if you just keep moving. So you don't have to worry about them too much. That guy can be a little bit annoying, but we just keep heading in this direction, and as you can see, the pulse stone is getting faster with each one. I almost got hit by that Pokey, that was pretty close. And here, the pulse stone is flashing extremely fast. I don't know how it could get much faster, and that's because this little thing right here, we can actually insert the pulse stone into it, and this is what we've been looking for. So now that we've done that, this whole sequence starts where the Dry Dry Ruins get raised. Nice circular clouds there in a perfect circle shape, kind of whipping Mario in the face. I don't know how Parakarry is still flying in one place. It seems like that'd be difficult. But with that, we've raised the ruins, and it sends a huge earthquake throughout the land. Everyone's panicking, except those guys. And, of course, this guy, because he knows what's going on. So we have unearthed Dry Dry Ruins, and this is indeed our next dungeon, so we're actually pretty close to saving our second Star Spirit now. This chapter's gone by pretty quickly, mostly because I didn't explore the entire desert fully. Like, I didn't go through every little square. If you take the time to do that, this chapter can be really long, but Bluag, Bluag! I'm the huge, scary Teuton Koopa, remorseless king of the desert. Who dare set foot in this, my palace of the sands? Speak and be known! Be gone from this place now, or disaster will befall you. Ooh, that sounds pretty bad. And we need to head in anyway, so what's the worst that could happen, right? Let's go. Alright, so when we get in here, I'm actually going to take Bombette out, because when we get in here, we're going to be encountering some new Pokey enemies, and I couldn't first strike the guy, but oh well. So these are the Pokey Mummies. They're just a little bit upgraded from the desert. I think they can also poison you, which, if I remember correctly, is the first instance of a status element we've actually encountered. So you definitely want to be pretty careful when facing these guys. So a hammer, and then we can, let's go ahead and show off the power bomb, right? Why not? So we can use it, we press A repeatedly. We get a little bit longer this time, because it takes a little bit more button presses. Let's see, with that, we attack both enemies and take them both out, so that's pretty cool. Definitely a useful attack. And there's going to be Pokey Mummies in each one of these little caskets here. Ooh, got the first strike that time. I might as well show one more of these just for continuity's sake or something, I don't know. I'm basically just going to be doing the exact same thing, so the battle's going to be pretty fast anyway. I'm pretty much draining my FP at a monumental rate right now, though. So I'll probably end up using one of the recovery items at some point. Oh, well that's nice. They give me 1 FP, so that's good. Alright, so as you can see, there's something in here we can collect. This is the Spike Shield Badge. Lets Mario jump on a spiked enemy without taking damage. That's going to be pretty helpful later. It's going to be kind of necessary later, actually. But that won't be for a ways. I'm talking about a specific little mini-boss, actually, so we'll see that when we get to it, quite a ways down the road. So anyway, we can come down to this bottom part and get the Ruins Key. We can see we can't really get in here, so we'll just basically be forced to go back. But that's good because there's a locked door right up here, so we can pretty much just use the key right away. I don't know why they'd store the key in the room right below the locked door, but oh well, I guess I wasn't the one who designed this place, so. Anyway, we flip the switch and it drains the sand into the room below it, and of course that's what we're going to have to use in order to continue on and get to that little doorway we couldn't get to before, so let's just drop back down and make our way across. Fool, you have ignored my warning, haven't you? You fool! You will fall to my legions and become a mummy of the sands. Nah, it's not so bad yet. I think we'll be alright. So we're obviously going to need Parakarry up here. We're also going to be introduced to a new enemy. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Buzzy Beetle, I think is what it's called. Yes, the Buzzy Beetle. And as you can see, they can be flipped over, so we probably want to be doing that. We could just keep these guys from attacking. So let's take this one out. Oh, or not. I guess it had a little more HP than I thought it did. Oh well, yeah, that's no big deal. So let's go ahead and flip over the other one, because I think the one in front's going to die with 1 more HP of damage. So this should take it out. Oh, well, I didn't time it right. It would have if I would have timed it right, but I didn't, so. Alright, well, let's try this again. Hopefully I can hit the action command this time. I don't know, for some reason I'm having trouble with Skydive today. Wow, okay, I guess he's got more defense than I thought. He's got 2 defense on that shell. Oh well. No big deal, really. We just took a few little hits, but that's pretty easily recovered. And see, there we go. We got some health from that battle anyway, so all is good. It all works out. So we para-carry across and then use our Bombette buddy here in order to make our way to this little chamber. This will let us press the switch to drain the sand again. We're going to be doing this a couple times. I think it might just be once more after this. But as you can see, that drops the sand down there again, and we can now get to that key, which also reveals a star piece here. So I think this should be our 10th. No, it's our 9th. Alright, so maybe we'll get the 10th one later. I don't know. Alright, so we head down here and get the key, because it's pretty much telling us to do that. And now with that, there's 2 ways we can go, one of which we can't do anything with. That's the door to the right, so let's head down here and unlock this one on the very bottom level. So as you can see, there's something up there it looks like we can collect, but we're not going to be able to get to it, so we'll have to do that on the way back. A few little caskets there. Let's see what's in this block. Uh-oh, it's a trap. Oh no. So a bunch of Poke Mummies come out, our door gets sealed off. But if you time it just right, you can get a first strike with Bombette, and that's going to help out quite a lot. Because as you can see, it takes these guys out, and then we can just use another bomb to take out the second one without having to really do much of anything. So that's pretty nice. I'm going to be trying to get a first strike with Bombette on each of these. Because that's pretty much the easiest way to do this. You notice these guys will see you, but if you get a certain distance away, then they'll just stop. And that's pretty much key in trying to get a first strike with Bombette. Just like that, so... It's not that bad if you know how to time it out right. So as you can see, we've got another enemy up there, kind of being a jerk because he's up on the ceiling. We can't jump on him up there, because what we're going to do is jump through the ceiling. So instead, we can actually use our hammer throw. There's also another badge we could have picked up in Mount Rugged. I think it's the Quake Hammer. That we can't... well, I mean, we could have picked it up, but I didn't because I really don't use it. And the hammer throw works just as well for this purpose, so there's really no need to. Alright, so there's just one more guy we need to defeat. Obviously, we're going to need to defeat all 3 of these that popped out. It's a little too far away there. Alright, come back down here. There we go. That was perfect. So there's just another one of these. I don't think we're gonna... Yeah, we don't have enough FP to really do anything, but I'm going to go ahead and do the hammer throw on this guy. And then on Bombette's turn, I'm going to switch over... who am I going to switch over to? Let's switch over to Cooper and take care of the Pokey first. Because I think he's probably a little bit more dangerous than the Swooper is. Is that it? That should get him. Yeah, there we go. That got him. Alright, so now all that's left is the Swooper. Let's just take this guy out with Mario. Because obviously Cooper can't reach the flying enemies. And there we go! We get our 6 star points. We're also out of FP, so I might go ahead and recover that here. Anyway, once we defeat all 3 of the Pokies, this key falls down and is obviously going to let us progress forward, so let's do that. While we're thinking about it, I don't want to waste the Wackus bumps right now because those are like infinitely useful. So I'm going to just kind of use up the smaller recovery items first. Okay, so we unlock the door, it rises up, and we can now continue on. And there's a numerous number of ways we can go here. We can either see there's a cracked wall, there's a little passageway to the right, there's an enemy here that we can defeat. Okay, so it turns out this is actually a good time to use one of our items. I didn't realize there were 4 Buzzy Beetles in this battle. I'm actually going to go ahead and use the Thunder Rage so we can see that thing. And what's also nice about the Thunder Rage and lightning attacks in general is that it also bypasses the enemy's defense. So it did 5 damage to all of them regardless of the fact that they weren't flipped over. So that's pretty helpful. So the first path that we want to take is actually this top left one up here. So let's use Paracarry and we can make our way across. Just like that. And now we can go in here. Wait, come on, don't go in that room. I mean, flee now while you still can. If you continue, you'll feel a horrible curse. Yeah, I'm sure. This guy's starting to sound not so scary the further we get in here. So anyway, as you can see, there's a little treasure chest icon with an arrow pointing to the left. So once we solve this puzzle, we're going to get a new treasure, which is going to be really good, actually. So in the next part, we'll take care of this little area here. Till then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.